everybody, my name is Tom McCormick. I'm a pilot. I fly Ellenville and Brace Mountain, and I had a few pilots during the week ask me how I know what the weather's looking like, and they would like to get an idea what cross-country pilots are looking at to make sure that the day they go is a good day. So first thing I look at is I have two websites that I initially use. I use Roll and Swordcast to kind of give you an idea what the week is looking like, and then I use XC Skies. So today is Friday, and I'm looking at the Ellenville site because that's my home site, and it's southeast. We need a northwest or a westerly day, and it looks like the next 2 days is not looking like that. But Sunday is looking pretty good. We got surface winds at 5 to 6 miles an hour during the day, and it's consistent all day long, which that's a good thing. Second thing I look at is the temperature. So the temperature during the day is 80 degrees. The dew point, and this is important, is 59 degrees. So there's a separation right here of the atmosphere is cooler than it is on the ground. We need that so that the thermals can rise. So a quick calculation for that to determine what your cloud base is going to be is this. We take 80 degrees, we minus 59, and we get 21. Then the lapse rate that I use, a lot of people use 3 or 3.2. This time of year, I've figured out that that 3.8 is actually the actual number, and I'll show you that on XC Skies that number is relatively closer to 3.8. So put 3.8, that's the lapse rate, and it will give you I'm sorry, I messed that up. I mean, we got to get the temperature first. So it's 80 minus 59 equals 21 divided by 3.8, and that's it right there. So we times that by 1,000. That's the formula, and it gives you 5,526. So that is what the cloud base should be on Sunday, like around 2 and 3 o'clock in the afternoon in Ellenville. Okay, that's a ballpark figure. These are the two things I look at first. So when I go deeper, okay, we look at the precipitation. Now the brown stands for potential precipitation potential, which is 3%, which is nothing. Okay, 18% for sky cover. That's good because now it gives us clouds. We're going to have some clouds in the air, and there's going to be a little bit of moisture in the air too in the afternoon. Now if you look up here, one real quick look at this, you can see that the dew point right here and the temperature are really close, so it's going to be really wet, and that reflects it down here at 92% humidity. Okay, see those two right there? When those two are close like that, it's not a good day of flying. Even though that the wind direction's good, it's just a sled ride, right? We're talking about thermic activity, which is going to definitely happen after 12 o'clock on Sunday. So it looks like 12 to 6. It's going to be good all day long. It's going to be a great day on Sunday. All right, so we look at these two. It kind of gives you an idea how comfortable it's going to be, and sky cover. And we like 20%, 30% at the most. Okay. All right, that's what I generally look at when I first start looking at the weather for the week. All right, now let's go over to XC Skies. First thing we look at is the top of the usable lift. When you open up to XC Skies, you first got to get to the day. There's different models right here. I use the GFS. It seems to be the most accurate. So I choose Sunday, and then the 13th hour, which is 1 p.m. And look at the top of the usable lift. Okay. Go to the surface first, and you can see that the winds in Ellenville are 9 miles an hour at the surface. So the temperature or the winds that you saw here are the surface winds at 6 miles an hour. So it looks pretty close. which is with 9 miles an hour. Anything under 10 is good. And then we look at the wind directions coming from the northwest. So we're gonna go over the back. We're probably gonna head towards Newburgh in that direction if you're doing it cross country. Okay. As you can see, if you go more to the east at this time, the winds are blowing kind of like northerly. Now that's the surface winds, right? So let's go up to 6,000 feet, okay? And we're going to have a tailwind at 21 miles an hour. Now, if you're in the air and you got a tailwind at 20 miles an hour, you're doing a nice cross country. 21 miles an hour in a bee glider, don't be scared of that, because it's, you got a tailwind. It's pushing you downwind, okay? So it's okay to fly in that. And usually it's not 21, it's more like 15 to 16 miles an hour pushing you. So when you get closer to the ground is when this is really an issue, because it'll start blowing you back. But the air always goes higher as you go up higher. Okay? So, alright, so let's look at these colors here. What did these colors mean? So we go over to this graph over to the right. You can see right here, it's dark. This dark blue right here, that's 6,000 feet. That's the altitude of the cloud. So we're in my calculation earlier with Roland Swordcast, we came up 5,500. So this is about right. If you look here, this lighter blue, this is on the back side of Ellenville. That's 5,000. So it looks between 5 and 6,000. So the calculation is correct. Those numbers match up. It's going to look good. We've got a 22 miles an hour tailwind, and it's going to blow us downwind. We always go downwind when we do cross countries. That's how you get the furthest. Okay. All right. So we also look at. We go over here to the left. There's some other features that are here. My favorite here is the updraft velocity. Let's click that one. Okay. 1 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon. The updraft velocity is shooting for 700 feet per minute, and for the most area here, it's going to be 500 feet per minute, which is perfect. This little area right here near Poughkeepsie, which is like 20 some miles away from Ellenville, but it's all going to be 500 to 600 feet per minute. That's a manageable, beautiful day for cross country. Okay. And it just looks really, really good. So, and then we have one more thing I look at on XC Skies. There's some more other features on XC Skies that kind of goes a little deeper into the math of everything. But I just tend to look at what's important to me, which is the XC potential. So as you can see here, here's Ellenville right here. And then on the back side, you can see that's likely good XC. That matches up with the top of the usable lift of the last screen we just looked at. Look at that. It's perfect. Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys what we look at and what we get excited about as XC pilots. And this looks like a really good day for going cross country. And hopefully the forecast holds. And the closer you get to the day, the more accurate this information is. So, but it looks really good. I'm excited. Hopefully, I'll see you guys up on the hill, and hopefully this helps you guys understand what we're looking at when we're doing these forecasts. Okay. Thank you very much.